3,500 years ago, ancient man settled in this part of Gloucestershire. He chose well. The soils were rich and fertile, and they warmed easily in the early spring sunshine, which allowed them to grow such crops as millet and maize. They first went on to the hill forts, where they built defensive ditches around them. But later on, settlements were on the lowlands. Here is a typical area which has produced many fine objects, such as the Halton board, various Celtic brooches, and quite a few Roman. The water behind me is clean, it's full of trout, and would have given them ample drinking water and water for irrigation. Along the banks of the stream here, there's a Roman villa. We can see on the soil the dark ash which was put down at the time, and pieces of Roman pot and tessera. Quite a few Roman coins have come up from this area over the years, mostly 3rd century, and a few nice brooches as well. I'm going to show you, with the aid of the metal detector, some of the objects which have come up from here, and we will show how the T2 performs and the DFX on an area like this. You won't believe it. Absolutely stunning brooch. Look at that. Have a look at this. I can see a nice pin there. Look at that, surface find. Oh, isn't that nice? Now that's what I call a nice brooch. I said there'd be Roman here.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, amazing the tractor hasn't destroyed that. Well,
okay.
That'll be find of the day, I think. That's nice. My heart stopped then. It looked like a George IV guinea. It's a fake though. I can see copper around the outside, but that would have been a nice coin. 1823, but it's a forgery.
That'll be about right.
Just our luck, eh?
Yeah, just.
Over here we have a nice Roman villa. You can see the dark soil in the field, and there's a lot of evidence of Roman pot on here as well. It's right by the edge of a river, so they had ample water. We're on the villa now. We've just uncovered a little object, probably a coin. Just have a look down here. Somewhere in here. There it is. Yep, a little coin, a little Roman. There we go. That'll clean it nicely. You can see the amount of pot on the floor here. The site is absolutely littered with bits of Roman pot. There's like a higher platform here where the building once stood. Some quite large pieces here. This looks like a roof tile. we walk through. I think the ploughs damaged this one. There is actually tessera next door, so I think the main building was in the field next door. Here's Roy. Don't know how he's done today. I've seen he's been busy digging, but has he got any Roman?
Nice big nail.
Here's an interesting little object. I think it must be the top of the Roman pin. Nice, nicely made. Certainly an interesting little find. Nice still water here. Got to be a few finds in here in the gravel. Well, here are the finds of today. Wasn't too bad, had a few Roman coins. I think the brooch was certainly my find of the day. It almost looks Celtic, so I shall have to look in my books to see what it says about that. There is actually a little bit of blue enamel, so I shall clean it up later on and see if I can identify it. Well, it's at the end of the day now. We're all heading off. Roy's taking his little car for a wash. Haven't told him how deep it is yet. But he survived that one.